to Lahaina yesterday, and I thought that I should just update the world on what FEMA is doing or what's going on, because I just saw that they posted a website to defend themselves against the rumors. But I went out to Lahaina yesterday to help and talk to One Made Hub from a native Hawaiian, and they got insulin from a private sector because obviously we are not getting any help from the government or anyone at all. So they were getting insulin boated in, and it got turned away from FEMA on the shoreline. So they turned away that, and then that was 1 or 2 days ago, because the hub literally told us that. They were like, we don't even know what's going on or why they're turning things away, because it's not like they're getting us stuff. And then also found out that we need storage containers, and FEMA turned away 60 of them just yesterday as well, or the day before. And we need those things because there's supposed to be more hurricanes coming. So I don't know what's going on, but I thought I should share so you guys know what's going on from someone who is here and also going to Lahaina and seeing all of this with my own eyes and hearing it from people that are over there with the hubs and like living over there and managing all of this, because I'm like, I don't know what they're doing, but it's not a lot besides turning away supplies. And I know there's a lot of talk going around on here, and so I just thought I should relay that message.
I keep seeing people all over Hawaii, Maui, Lahaina, they're all saying the same exact thing. They're all claiming that FEMA and these other agencies that are down there to help them, they're saying that they're not doing anything. And you know what? I am here to correct that statement, because that is simply not true. They are doing something. They are working endlessly. They are working hard to put up walls, barriers, barricades, and fences. They're working hard to surround all of Lahaina with these barricades to ensure that no one gets to see the truth, to ensure that people can't look with their own eyes, to make sure that people don't get a good look at the devastation, to make sure that people don't look around and get any ideas. I mean, sure, they're not providing these people with the proper medical care. Sure, they're not providing most of these people with the proper housing. Sure, they're not giving these people the food and the water and the supplies that they need. In fact, they're blocking them. They're actively going out of their way to block supplies from reaching these people. But to say that they're not doing anything, that's simply not true. Because they're doing a whole hell of a lot. A whole hell of a lot. They're not doing what we think they should be doing. They're not really helping. Well, at least not us. They're not helping the people of Lahaina. They're not helping the people of Maui. They're helping someone, or a group of someones. Who those someones are, that's to be determined. Or maybe we'll never even know, because we don't really know the names and faces of the people who are running this world. You may think you do, but you really don't. But sure, one could make the argument as to why we need the fences. One can try to make some valid, arguments as to why there needs to be barriers around this area. But why is that the first priority? Shouldn't the first priority be trying to locate the missing people that have not been located? Shouldn't the first priority have been, getting these people the medical supplies, the food, and the water they need? Why was the first priority to, put up these walls? I mean, Lahaina is more secure than our southern border. There's been arguments over a southern border wall for years. I'm not on either side of the argument. I don't care what side of the argument you're on. but we see they're very capable of constructing walls and barriers and enforcing those walls and barriers when it's in their best interest. Not necessarily when it's in your best interest. There's been a media blackout. They've blocked media from going in the area. They've banned drones. If you fly a drone in this area, I don't know what they'll do to you. Maybe they'll shoot it down and drag you to jail. Who knows? They're blocking people from filming in the area. And as I said, they've constructed this long barricade. And, I mean, as I was saying, I understand that there's conversations to be had here, why there maybe needs to be, fences put up around certain areas, but to literally be there, using all of your manpower to put up barricades instead of searching for remains, instead of looking for missing people, instead of distributing goods, you decide that the number one thing we need to do right now is to block everyone from seeing what's going on here, to block everyone from seeing the devastation. Much like the roadblocks that were put into place to block people from escaping the area, roadblocks are now put into place to ensure that certain supplies don't get to certain areas. People's medicines are literally being blocked from being delivered to them. Medicines that should be delivered to them directly from FEMA, but they couldn't get it from them or the other agencies, so they have friends and families try to boat it over, and those boats get pulled over and blocked from delivering their own supplies. Why? Why? How is that helpful? But yeah, my point is to say that these agencies are down there doing nothing. That's not true. They're doing something all right, just not the somethings that we would have hoped that they would do. But I want to show you all a quick clip from Lahaina today, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
How long you live in this one?
We live right up Lahaina from the church.
Right there.
We live 5-minute walk.
It looks like that. All Lahaina is like that. Our house looks like that, the bricks, only hang with the bricks. See the houses up there never burn.
Now, before I close out this video, I want to show you all this email that has been circulating around online that is allegedly from FEMA. In the email, you see them instruct Maui County officials to no longer share photos and videos of the affected area. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Out of respect for those who perished, we were asked by Maui County officials to pause on posting on social media and elsewhere new imagery of damaged disaster and debris starting now. They are asking for a full stop on disaster imagery going forward. At this time, we have not been asked to take any photos or video down. Our team on the ground is coordinating with the county for further guidance to ensure we remain fully aligned. Cultural sensitivity is of the utmost importance in all our response and recovery activities to this disaster. And they really took it there, folks. This goes along with something I was saying earlier, how these people are trying to use equity, social justice, cultural sensitivity. They're trying to use those things as a shield to shield them from criticism, to shield them from being held accountable for the things that they are doing. The people of Hawaii, the people of Lahaina and Maui, these native Hawaiians, they are all over the place, begging for people to share their stories, begging for people to share information. They're putting out their own videos. They're posting their own photos. They are asking for people to spread the word. Yet here we have FEMA trying to tell people, hey, don't share photos, don't share videos, don't show anybody anything, because we don't want to be culturally insensitive, so we're going to block the truth in the name of cultural sensitivity. Meanwhile, the actual native Hawaiians are out here sharing videos telling you all that FEMA and their local officials are full of crap and that they're responsible for a lot of the people who died. But, oh, the government is here saying, oh, it's cultural sensitivity, okay? Don't share photos and videos of the destruction. Don't show how bad it was because of us, because that's culturally insensitive. So understand that I know that the world is changing and people want to be more socially aware. But understand the powers that be, the people who govern over us, either party, whoever you can think of, at the end of the day, they're not really here for you. One side right now has weaponized this new, I guess, how can I put it? One side is basically trying to weaponize social justice, right? They want you to just blindly follow anything that they're doing, and they claim that it's in the name of social justice. But when you take a step back and you look, you really realize that it's the opposite. So there were plenty of decisions that were made during these Maui fires that were supposedly decisions that were made for the betterment of Native Hawaiians. Decisions that were made, to, I don't know how to properly put it into words, but these were decisions that were made that were supposedly in the name of social justice and equity. Decisions that ultimately led to all of these people roasting in the flames. And now, after they blocked the water in the name of equity, they're trying to block the photos and videos from getting out in the name of cultural sensitivity. All of these buzzwords that really mean nothing. They're only placed here to divide us. They're only placed here to make us bicker and argue, and they're placed here so they can use them as shields, so they can virtue signal, act like they're holier than thou, try to convince you that they care about you when they don't. Because they know these buzzwords, they work on a certain demographic. They work on certain people who don't really critically think. But right now, as we speak, in the name of cultural sensitivity, they're blocking the truth about these fires from getting out there. And the evidence is out there. The emails are out there. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.